It was a very busy day at the Gold Dome.
Yeah, very busy. Lawmakers are voting on some controversial bills, and there's plenty of drama to go around, of course. Let's head straight over to Ryan Kruger with the latest from the Capitol. Ryan?
Yeah, so Ron and Aisha, the Gold Dome was packed today. Protesters on both sides were there as one of the most closely watched bills in the country continues to be debated inside the State House. But we're going to have to keep on waiting because they did not vote on it today. And remember, there are only 2 more days left in the session if lawmakers hope to pass the so-called heartbeat bill. Now, everywhere you looked at the Gold Dome today, you saw protesters both for and against the abortion bill. Remember, today, many Hollywood actors, writers, producers have all threatened to boycott Georgia if the heartbeat bill goes into law. Since lawmakers didn't take it up today, they will have either Friday or next Tuesday to vote. Otherwise, that bill will have to wait until next year. Meanwhile, one controversial bill that did pass today was the severely watered down airport takeover bill, which actually isn't a takeover bill anymore. Instead, the state would set up an advisory panel to oversee Hartsfield-Jackson International, as well as several other airports in the state.
It's a very measured response, and it's good policy, and it's not just a political answer.
The House also passed new protections for all monuments in the state. That includes Confederate monuments. Here's the deal. Anyone who destroys or removes a monument faces fines. And if a monument is moved, whether that be for construction or something else, it must be placed somewhere else of equal prominence.
We're living in a society today that it seems to be okay in a lot of quarters to vandalize this property. That's wrong.
So it is inexcusable that we would pass legislation that strips Georgia's voices from being heard.
All right, so let's go back to the heartbeat bill. Any reason why lawmakers, put it off? I know they have more time, but why?
But it really kind of depends on who you're asking. So supporters say they're just trying to make sure they have enough votes. They do believe they have those votes to get it to pass. Opponents, though, will tell you they think all this outside pressure, like these boycotts you're hearing about, that's actually working. So no doubt we are going to see more protesters tomorrow, and if it continues, we'll see them next Tuesday as well.
All right, we'll be there. Thank you, Ron.